Welcome back to The Real Shellfox. I'll jump right into it. Today's topic is about sidewalk etiquette. What the is wrong with people? Okay, so you're walking down the street and you hear, somebody's running, they're jogging at a pace. They're probably not jogging that fast, but they're coming fast. Should you, A, just kind of step to the right like a reasonable person? That's cool and it just makes sense. Should you, B, just stay where you are and maybe just hog up the middle of the sidewalk because they can go around, right? Because you're shitty. Should you, C, block them? Yeah, maybe if it's your ex, they pissed you off or something, some hater, you'll block their ass, right? The answer is A, you need to be cool. You need to not be blocking the whole sidewalk. You need to not be blocking the doorways. You need to not block paths, right? Also don't block dreams. Okay, so I skateboard a little bit, some people know that, and I might be coming down a hill and there would be a gaggle of people hogging up the sidewalk, and I can always tell who's cool by who moves or who doesn't move. Sometimes it'll be a gaggle of bitchy ass chicks. It's like, she can go around. Well, they're right, because I had to, because bitches wouldn't move. I would move, Cyclist, right? Sometimes they're on the sidewalk. Do they deserve any rights? I don't know, but they probably wouldn't be on the sidewalk unless they really needed to be for some weird reason. And I know some of them, they don't deserve nothing except to get sideswiped by a vehicle. No, just kidding. But when I was biking, I started to understand a little bit more, what they go through, right? Like you're trying to catch that light. You don't want to have to stop. You've got a good pace. But if I did stop and I wanted to, wait for the light, right? And there's a person behind me signaling to go right. I did this hot thing where I would get out of their way because why wouldn't I? Now I know I'm supposed to act like a car, but I'm not a car. I'm one person on a bike. I gotta wait for this light anyways. Let me just let this person go. And that is the type of etiquette and the type of thinking that we all should have, right? Now, here in America, in these high dense places where there's lots of commuters, and when you're walking on the right side, because we're not in London, you're going a direction, you might be on the right, and other people are coming in the other direction, they're on the left, right? That's kind of, like when in Rome, if that's what you see other people are doing, maybe you would want to do that. If I was in London, I might switch sides, or maybe I'll observe what's happening around me, try to be aware of my surroundings, right? You gotta be cool. Now, am I perfect? No, I was blocking the driveway the other night with my car, but I saw a pedestrian coming with his two dogs, and I was like, oh, you can pass. And he was like, what'd that bitch say? Do you own the sidewalk? I'm sitting here trying to be polite to him. I just said, oh, sorry. Now, I run into this guy and his two dogs all the time, and he's just always bitchy. And I know for sure he hasn't been laid in many, many years. And my condolences. Anyways, I can always tell when people haven't had action in a while because they're just super shitty. Was I wrong? You'd have to see the context. He would have had to go around my car a little bit into a dry space. He didn't have to, I'm not pushing him into grass full of doo-doo or anything. He's walking his dogs. I'm sure they can use an extra 8 steps. But you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. You can tell me in the comments below, right? It wasn't a true block, right? I'm telling you, this guy's just a shitty ass bitch. Okay, now, our BART, which is basically public transportation, it's kind of a subway in the Bay Area, think metro, you get it, right? There's a certain escalator where people, if they want to relax, okay, everybody's trying to get to work generally. But some people, their little feet hurt, or they're just, they've got more time. They're just still waking up. They stay on the right side of the escalator. And then the rest of us little crackheads like to shimmy up on the left side and it is understood. It's how it works, and it's cool. It's fine. It's great. But apparently not every escalator, even at the same BART station, is like this. And I discovered this one day when I was going down. I was going down to the station. And I passed a woman that was like relaxing. She was taking up, a bit of space. She was like in the middle. And I just passed her the way I would pass, any other time. She starts yelling at me. She's like yelling, right? Now I'm already at the bottom, and she's like, you need to wait, right? And she's got like that shaking in her voice, just the way that I did it. And I looked right back up at her, right up there. And I said, you need to get laid. I hope she did.